We're going to discuss the latest video footage, photographs, and mainstream news articles pertaining to Nibiru, the Red Kachina, Wormwood, Winged Destroyer, the infamous Planet X. Now, as I've mentioned before, I am neutral on the subject and feel even if Planet X is going to come close to our own anytime soon or in the future, I do not feel it is an extinction-level event. Let me repeat that for the turkey brains out there that spew their verbal vomit all over the comment section. I am not a fearmonger and am in no way, shape, or form telling anyone what to do or believe. This information is brought to the table for you to decide. Also, I do my best to give everybody credit that has sent in photos, video footage, or information on the subjects that are discussed and used in these podcasts. If I missed you, it was absolutely not intentional. Send me an email, and I'll make sure to give credit where credit is due. Okay? Now, I've spent the past 2 weeks compiling some very good photos and time-lapsed video footage of some fascinating anomalies in the sky. Whether it's Planet X, or the moons of Nibiru, or highly concentrated swamp gas, I don't know. Recently, I had an interview with a guest that brought some great footage to the table, and one of those images was photoshopped. It was also debunked by one of our listeners. Thank you, Brian. I encourage the audience that has an opportunity to be a part of these presentations to debunk any image, if you can. The Leak Project was created to get to the truth and bring information to the public that is normally suppressed. All right, now with that said, I have unlocked my treasure chest of Planet X images sent to me from truth seekers in different fields from all corners of the globe. And in my opinion, these are some of the best images I've brought to the table yet. All right, so this first one that we're going to be looking at here, you guys, I think this one's quite fascinating, and this was sent out to us from David Loss. If you look at this image, you're going to see that it was taken from an airplane, and it was on the way to China, as you can see right here from David. Thank you for sending this to us, David. Really appreciate it. Look at these 3 anomalies around the sun. Now, I mean, this is quite the phenomena here. I'm trying to figure out how lens flare could create 3 individual circles like this to the extent that it did without the lens flare wings around it. You guys know what I'm talking about when you see lens flare. If you go outside and you record the sun, you can always get what looks like another planetary body, but once you move the video around, that image moves with it. You can see like a red aura around it, almost kind of looks like wings a little bit. There's none of that in this image, so I think that's a great shot right there. I really appreciate you sending that out to us, David. Now, the next one we're going to look at, this one was sent to us by Christian, and I think that this is just maybe a sundog or lens flare, but it's pretty cool nonetheless, and I just wanted to share it with you. You can see right there, there it is, and then there's the sun right there. So I think that's a sundog, but nonetheless, that's a cool shot. And then this other one I want to go to here, I tried to find this person's name that sent me this email, and I couldn't find it. So thank you for sending this out to us. If you have a chance to watch this video, if you want to give me an email, I'll make sure to put your name in the description for this shot, because I think this is pretty cool. You look at the horizon, and you can see the nice sunset. You know, it's the pretty orange and yellow and gold. Then above it, though, it almost seems as if there's a secondary sun source here, or a secondary light source, I should say. I don't know, but I thought this is a pretty cool shot nonetheless. I wanted to get your opinion on it. And now we'll go to the next one here. So this image was sent by Mr. Ryan, and you can see here's just the regular sun, and then there's the reflection on the water, and just looks really nice and beautiful and tranquil. Nice shot there. But then after that, he sent me this one, which I find interesting because you can see this red anomaly just sitting there in the sky, and that is not the sun. So I don't know if that's just an after effect or a glow or a ray of some sort, you know, but see how circular it is there? Thought that one was quite interesting. So thank you, Mr. Ryan, for sending that one out to us. Appreciate it. Let's go to this one right here now. Was sent by Miss Dearman. So take a look at this right here. This is your lens flare. You can obviously see that. That's what I'm talking about, the wings kind of. And then that's more lens flare. However, look above that. You can see the sun. And then above that, you see this other anomaly here. And I don't know if this is a reflection from the sun, you guys, because you can see a reflection above it and below it. Right? So I definitely want to get your opinion on that. I think that's a great shot. Thank you, Morgan. And then here's another one. You can see that right above the sun there's its reflection. Looks like there's another reflection, or, you know, dual reflections there, you guys. That's a pretty cool shot, I think. So I wanted to bring that to your attention. And then this one was sent by Daniel. And you got this strange anomaly right there. Thought that was pretty neat. That could just be some lens flare. I'm not sure. But I thought I'd bring it to your attention so you could take a look at it there. Just some more possible evidence. And we'll click out of that. Now we're going to go to the next screen here. This one was pretty cool. Now this one, you guys, was sent out to me. Somebody sent me an email that said, take a look at this time-lapsed camera in Australia. As you can see, it's in Brisbane, right there. Actually, this is in Australia. This is in England. And here's the anomaly at first. And it just kind of looks like lens flare, you know. And right now, the time on it, well, let's go back here. It is 1:16 p.m. So 1:16 p.m. And then we'll go to, and this is the 23rd of this month, so just a couple days ago. Now, this is 1:13. So this is 3 minutes prior, and you can see it's still there. Same location. Trying to figure out what all these strange dots are up here. It's just probably some smudges or something like that. But you can see here it's 1:08. It's still there. 1:16 again. 1:13 still there. 1:11. 1:08. Still there, same place. 1:19. 1:21. You can see it's slowly moving back towards the sun. You know, we're up to 1:34 now. 1:36. 1:39. So I don't know if that's an orbit, you know, if it's kind of moving, and that's why you see it getting closer to the sun, and then it kind of just eventually is gone. But then I went all the way back to, well, here's back at 1:06 p.m., 1:03. You can see it's out here further, 1:01. All the way here, still going back. It's 12:38 right now, and it's right here. So from 12:38, hour later, it slowly creeps its way up towards here. Now you can see this strange anomaly right here, this little circle. Could that actually be Planet X or one of Nibiru's moons or something? So this is maybe a reflection of that. I don't know. I mean, I want your guys' opinion. Do we have any professional photographers here that see this type of anomaly when you do your work out in the sun? Let's go back here, 12:35. Still there. Now here's another thing, because you guys do see how transparent it is, and I've seen these before where they got the zebra stripes. You know, we've had Bob on the show, and he's had a lot of images. So there's been a lot of speculation that all these chemtrails are being used to cloak or hide objects past our atmosphere, you know, like another sun or another planet, so it doesn't cause mass hysteria. Though my question is, if that is the case, and if the entire atmosphere has got some type of nanoparticulates that have created this block or this mirror type anomaly so that we can't see planets that are incoming, then how come we can see the moon still just as shiny and bright as it's always been? That's one thing that I've wondered. But I thought this was very interesting nonetheless, and I'd like your opinion on it, why that thing is just kind of hovering around there. I mean, as you can see, we can kind of go back here. There it is. Bang, bang, bang. And you can see the timestamps right here. 103. Let's just go back here again. 106. All the way to 136, and then it finally starts to kind of meld back in there. So merge back in with the sun. I don't know. Anyway, I thought that one's pretty cool, so we'll close this out. Let me show you the next one here that we've got for you. This one's pretty cool. This one's from Scotty Morgan, and as you can see, there's our sun. Beautiful as always. Very bright. You can see the reflection of the sun right there. And then what about this bad boy? Now, is that just lens flare? And if it is, what's up with this one down here? Obviously, that's lens flare because, So I'm trying to see if that is a reflection from that or from the sun. I thought that one was pretty cool, too. Close that one out. We'll go to our next one here. Okay. Now, I want you to watch this video. It's quite interesting because, well, here, I'll just hit play. Let's start it. Tell me what you think. Here we go. This is in Brisbane. The sun's coming up. What a beautiful day in the neighborhood. What was that? Did you see that? Look at that, you guys. See that big circle right there? Isn't that... Look at that. There's the zebra stripes. And then what's this red thing that's popping up here? This is some strange reflections. Now, when we had Steve with WSO on here before, we were talking about how there could possibly be these giant... You can still see it. I mean, just look at that thing. Now, is that just some type of strange lens flare? I don't know, but take a look at that thing. It certainly is interesting. So when we had Steve on here, he was talking to us about how maybe the military or some real high-tech inventors have connected with the DoD and created this type of blockage around the atmosphere. So we can't see it, so it doesn't freak us out. Now, could that be just I don't know what that is, you guys. I think that that's fascinating, though, and I'd certainly like your opinions on it. So that's why I'm presenting it to you now. Here it is. It's coming back up there. There it is. Boom. Look at that. Na, 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 na. Pretty powerful stuff. So anyway, I just thought I'd bring this to your attention. Let me see if we've got any more goodies for you to share before we close this edition out. This was just a quick update. See if we've got anything else for you folks. Oh yeah, here we go. Almost forgot. I saved the best for last here. In my opinion, these photos that I'm going to share with you are the best I have seen yet of Planet X, of a second sun. I don't know. This is really cool. But Jason sent this out to us. As you can see, he went out there, Mosquito Lake, about 8,000 feet elevation. And when he got out there, this is the kind of stuff that he's looking at in the daytime. Just beautiful scenery. I love this kind of stuff. Some great shots, right? And here's a full panoramic view, I guess you could say. But here's where it gets good. Boom. Look at this. There's the sun. There's this anomaly to the top left. And then you'll see two reflections. Not just the reflection of our sun, but also look at this other one right here. Now, do lens flares have reflections like this? Not that I know of. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not a professional. Look at this one. That doesn't look transparent to me. Looks pretty good. Here's another one. Look at that. That's a cool shot. Wow, the sun is beautiful. Now, here's another one. Look at this. You've got the second sun up here to the top, and then you've got your lens flare there, and your lens flare there. So 2 forms of lens flare. Interesting. Now, here's another one that he took, and this is in his mirror just to kind of give you an idea. You can see that secondary sun right there. There's our own. It's an interesting shot. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so this one I find interesting. I don't know if this is just from the, enormous solar flares or something like that, but it almost looks like there's 2 different anomalies right above the sun. I think that's pretty cool. And then here we go. Here's another one. This one's just beautiful. You can see that dual lens flare there. Dual reflections, I mean, from the sun and whatever's above it. This one was taken through his back window, it looks like, and you can see there it is. And then the reflection right there. This is another good one. Look at that. Wow, wouldn't it be incredible to be out there and see that? I certainly appreciate the high desert. When you're up over 8,000 feet and you're not around 100,000 people with a Burger King, a Walmart, a Whataburger, a Starbucks. It's so nice to just be in tune with nature sometimes and realize what we're doing here. And I think I'll close it out with this shot tonight, you guys. I think this is a good photograph to close this edition out. You can see you've got that anomaly right above the sun there, and that's probably some lens flare, or reflection, I should say. It's just great to have people like Jason and others out there that send these images to us here at the Leak Project. I also appreciate everybody that listens to these shows and shares the podcasts on Facebook. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. We do our best to update this site every single day with new content, whether it be about Planet X or many other alternative news topics that have been suppressed by the mainstream media for years. So make sure to check out our website, leakproject.com. Have a wonderful day and be the change you want to see. This is Rex Bear. Good night.